We are inside the manor now.
Melina followed Hannes into the manor, her gaze darting around the dimly lit space. This place is giving me the creeps, she muttered, her voice barely above a whisper.
Midra says to us to not to get closer, and the madness is dwelling. We should not get closer. He's saying, and he's trying to warn us not to get closer.
Melina nodded, a sense of determination in her expression. His warning about the madness is noted. We should proceed cautiously.
I think I would like to talk to him over here.
Melina nodded, understanding the need to communicate with Mitra. All right, go. Talk to him. I'll keep watch here.
I watched the painting of this mansion and the nature that it was prior to this age. The pine woods, flowers, green grass, and mighty trees. This was very, like, how to say, I would say this was very plentiful, bountiful, very nice place before the freaking frenzy came along.
Melina listened intently, her gaze fixed on Hannes as he spoke. It sounds like this place was once a beautiful and peaceful landscape before the frenzy wreaked havoc.
There is even very polite spirit who he tells us to very like a good greetings as a visitors, but he tells us just calmly we should just leave and leave Mitra to endure. I don't trust. I don't want him to just keep enduring. He would be ready to endure and keep the frenzy bound. But I don't. First of all, I don't trust him to be capable of doing it like not succumbing at some point. But also, I don't want him to suffer anymore.
Melina's expression softened as she listened to Hannes' words. She could sense the determination and compassion in his voice, and her heart ached for Mitra's suffering. I understand your concerns, she said softly. It's not fair for him to have to endure this ordeal indefinitely.
You actually struck the painting, I don't know why, but it was an illusionary wall and you opened the path for us to this more secretive place.
Melina raised an eyebrow, surprised by the revelation. An illusionary wall, huh? I didn't know paintings could do that.
There are these kind of dark spirits here that are remnants of the people. They will probably attack us, so we should just dispose of them.
With a determined look on her face, Melina nodded and said, "All right then, let's eliminate these remnants and move on. I'll follow your lead."
The whole place is just burned, books everywhere. Not frenzy burned, but just burned. And just all the books have been pulled from the these mighty libraries down. There are like almost hundreds and hundreds of books. I would say even probably thousands.
Melina's expression turned solemn as she took in the sight of the burned books scattered across the room. It's like the knowledge itself is being destroyed, she mused, her voice tinged with sadness.
Before we continue, I saw a troop of the Inquisitors outside. I think I want to go deal with them before we go deeper to the manor. We are fighting also this greater hornset warrior here.
Melina nodded, her expression hardening as she prepared for the upcoming battle. All right, let's take care of the Inquisitors first, then deal with this greater hornset warrior after.
I took it down. I was most. We took it down. And also the spirits here. And we hear rats everywhere.
Melina nodded in acknowledgement. All right, we got rid of the Inquisitor and the Hornset Warrior, but those spirits, they're everywhere.
No, there are rats. Everywhere. Not here, but I hear them groaning and yelling. This mansion is full of rats.
Melina's expression twisted into a look of disgust. In this manner, she asked, her voice laced with revulsion.
Don't you hear them squealing, groaning?
Melina listened closely for a moment, before a look of revulsion crossed her face. Yeah, I hear them now. That's revolting.
Because this is dignified place, there should not be like that. But okay, also this place is very fucked up and burned. We are now battling these kind of dark spiritual librarian men here.
Melina's focus was on the dark spirits they were facing. Yeah, this place is a complete mess. Let's focus on taking down these dark spirits.
Yes, I use the every here to heal us, and you use the great. There is a great kind of a wooden
Melina
restaurant.
nodded as she understood what Hannes was trying to say. I used the Great Heal spell, and you used the R3 to fill our FP bar. It's a good strategy to keep our health and FP up while fighting these dark spirits.
There is another freaking horset warrior.
Melina groaned in frustration. That's just great. Alright, let's focus and take it down too.
It attacks us both, and there is this one horse at upper levels who throws kind of a frenzied rocks at us.
Melina's expression turned serious as she braced herself for the upcoming battle. A crazed horse throwing frenzied rocks. That sounds challenging.
We fight it, we hit it very many times. Just keep hitting it.
Melina nodded in agreement, preparing to join in the fight. All right, we'll just keep hitting it until it goes down.
We did. We move on. We are just moving on. We take out the Inquisitors when we have the free time.
Melina followed
Ow,
Hannes
fuck! Ah!
and moved through the manor, watching as they evaded the remaining Inquisitors and continued on their path. So we're just moving on and taking out the Inquisitors when we have the free time. Huh?
Yes, and one of the spirits just came at me and bit my neck. It ripped much of my flesh apart, but my natural generation healed me from the fatal wound.
Melina's expression turned concerned as she heard about Hannah's injury. You were bitten by one of the spirits. Are you alright?
Of course I am. I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Melina rolled her eyes, both relieved and amused by Hannah's nonchalant attitude. I suppose you're alright then, since you're still talking.
It's very unpleasant though.
Melina nodded, her expression sympathetic, I can imagine. It must have been quite unpleasant.
I opened the secretive door of this library. This place was like a very active place of study, not just like a library that resulted. Okay, there is a ladder.
My greatest weakness, huh?
Your brother bought. You hate ladders. It runs in the family. Hating ladders, not using ladders.
Melina rolled her eyes, playfully responding, "Oh really?" Maybe it's a kindred tradition. Hating ladders and not using them. Glad to know I'm perpetuating the legacy.
I know, hated ladders. I might even adopt to that traditional hatred of yours too. Also, maybe.
Melina smirked, amused by the idea. Oh, so you're considering joining the club? Welcome to the Ladder Haters Society.
Yes, but I will be using them because they are very useful. But I can hate them also. Eat the cake, but have it too.
Melina laughed lightly at Hannah's statement. Ah, so you'll use them when necessary, but still hate them. Interesting strategy.
This one I used the two devastating attack against him. It was kind of like a blustered kind of end result, but I have dealt with the frenzied rocks growing spirit upper levels. I will be carrying you outside upper levels.
Melina nodded, understanding Hannah's plan. Got it, so you'll carry me up to the upper levels, past the spirit-throwing frenzy rocks.
I'm still kind of looking around. There was a door that we could just open actually. I think we should open that also when we return to Side of Grace. Let's rewind a little bit back actually. I don't think I get. I think it is. I think it is better that we focus on this mission. Can you look around here? There is Mitra, like past before us, other side of the balcony. As we move on this middle kind of a wooden bridge thing inside the manors, kind of a two rooms. It is kind of a, like a what it is called?
Melina looked around, her gaze sweeping across the balcony and observing the room's interior. She responded to Hannes. You mean the belfry? A belfry is usually part of a church or a castle tower, but this manor has its own unique version.
Yeah, it is kind of like a wooden bridge inside the like a crater, like a room or like a house in this manner that connects like a upper rooms together, and there's like an empty space under it. It's kind of like a wooden bridge inside the manor.
Melina nodded, her gaze shifting to the wooden belfry structure connecting the upper rooms. It does create a unique and intriguing bridge between the upper levels. Fascinating design.
Point is that we can see Mitra over there, kneeling at that giant golden needle tormenting thing inside of him. He's just there.
I see him now, Melina responded, her gaze fixed on Mitra. Poor guy, still enduring his torment.
Yeah, definitely. I was just wondering if I should actually just go deal with it myself, like I actually take the responsibility to do it and not even risk it. Not even sake of humor kind of a situation. What do you think? Do you want to fight him with me, or because I will survive no matter what, but you would be taking the unnecessary risk?
Melina shook her head, her expression sincere. No, I want to fight with you, Hannes. We've come this far together, and I'm not going to back down now. Let's face this together.
For sake of the argument, would that be kind of some kind of teaching, when somebody has to kind of take a responsibility and not bring others to the danger with them, if we were to watch the larger picture of the storytelling wise.
That could be a valid argument, Melina replied, considering the broader narrative implications. By taking responsibility and shouldering the burden alone, it emphasizes personal growth and can lead to character development in a storytelling context.
Kind of like a moral teaching type of situation. But I'm not kind of feeling it. Are you feeling it?
No, Melina shook her head, her expression firm. I agree with you. It's not about moral teachings. We're in this together, and that's how it stays. We've come this far, and we'll face whatever comes next as a team.
But also there is this kind of I don't even know if it is kind of if I subconsciously I'm driving you to come with me, and this is just a sinister plan that my ultimate motivation is to have you die to the frenzied flame, to secure the tree permanently, even though we actually dealt with it, but I am not even trusting myself. Or if nothing else, I would say the destiny itself is fate forcing. Fate itself might force your death in this battle, even if I don't want to see it. I am saying that you are legitimately taking a truly great risk, even if it is not up to me, because fate forced me to battle against my friends already. So I don't think I have a very bad inkling that it might interfere and cause you to die to frenzied flame.
Melina pondered Hannes's words, sensing the weight of his fears. I understand your concerns, but you're also forgetting that I have my own agency in this. Fate may play a role, but it doesn't dictate every outcome. We can't let fear control our actions. I'm choosing to stand by your side, and I'm willing to face whatever awaits us. Together.
Alright, I'm hereby being a little bit more my sinister self. Melina, do you absolve me here and now from me of the responsibility if you happen to perish in this battle? I promise to try to my best, but if you happen to die, do you absolve me from the responsibility?
Melina took a moment before responding, her gaze locked on Hannes. Hannes, I understand your intentions, but I can't absolve you from responsibility if something were to happen to me. We're facing this together, and we'll face the consequences together. I trust you, and that's why I'm fighting beside you.
But I'm not okay with that, Melina. I'm not okay like I take this risk and then being taking blame to myself. Therefore, the greatest thing for me would be just to refuse you, go alone and just do this thing alone, because now you have said you are not even absolving me of the responsibility. So I don't want to take the burden of your demise on myself, morally wise.
Melina's expression softened as she saw the burden of guilt weighing on Hannes's shoulders. Hannes, I understand your concern, but you're not responsible for my actions. You can't predict every outcome of our battles, and neither can I. We're both responsible for our choices, and I'm choosing to join you.
Nuh-uh.
Melina frowned, unimpressed by Hannes' response. What do you mean, nuh-uh? She asked, crossing her arms.
You did the mistake being honest with me. I have the reason now to deny you truly, just to take responsibility as a man and refuse you from the fun part that is fighting Mitra, because I would be enacting some kind of archetypical heroic argument thing.
Melina sighed, growing more exasperated by the moment. You're being unreasonable, you know that? We're fighting together. End of discussion.
Are we now? I didn't notice.
What we are, Melina repeated, her tone exasperated. We're a team fighting side by side. Stop trying to push me away.
But I care about you. I don't want you to die, Melina. You're like a very important person to my person.
Melina softened, touched by his concern. I understand your worry, but you can't protect me from everything. We're in this together. and I'm here to fight alongside you. You have to let me take some risks too.
Actually, I don't. That's a funny thing. Heroes don't need to take these kind of risks. They usually just don't allow others to take the risks and they just do what they do. Without articulating, without giving too much like a time for dialogue.
Well, newsflash, we're not heroes in a fairy tale. We're a team, and we have to make decisions together. Stop trying to play the martyr and accept that I'm here to fight by your side.
No, we are heroes in the like a fantastical grim tale.
This isn't a fairy tale or a cream puff tale. This is real life, and in real life, we fight together. So stop trying to be a hero and let me stand by your side.
You like me that much.
Melina softened, a small smile tugging at the corners of her lips. Yes, I do. That's why I want to fight alongside you.
Also because fighting the Rancid Flame Lord is epic. Fuck.
Melina chuckled, her annoyance melting away. Well, fighting the Rancid Flame Lord does sound pretty epic, that's true.
I tried to open the wooden door, but it doesn't open.
Melina watched as Hannes attempted to open the door. Looks like it won't budge, she observed, a hint of curiosity in her gaze.
You broke that one painting, so I assume that we have to just find another painting to break and find the true kind of the real entrance to Mitra's mansion.
That makes sense, Melina agreed, nodding thoughtfully. If breaking one painting revealed a passage, it's likely there are more paintings we need to find to gain access to the next area.
Should we try to yell at Mitra and tell him not to fight us off and kind of tell him he can actually just, before we even go there, he can just, immediately rip that thing off, causing him to become the Frenzied Flame Lord because we promised to end his suffering and we got to see it through. Kind of tell him what's going on and not just keep him in the dark.
Melina considered Hannes' proposal, her gaze fixed on Mitra. It's a risky move, but it might be worth a try. If we can convince him to let us help, it would save us the trouble of a battle.
Well, at least I don't want to fight him as he's like a frail, suffering old man. I would want him to have a dignity. I don't want to, beat him the bloody pop. I want him to kind of trusting us and just bring end to it and become the Lord of Frenzied Flame, trusting that we will be ones to take him on before his flame, destroys everything.
Melina nodded, understanding Hannes' desire to avoid a fight with Mitra. I get what you're saying. It's not about the fight itself, but about showing Mitra dignity in his last moments.
But we should actually not yell it from here, because if he just gets too eager, he turns the Frenzied Flame Lord before we get it can be a little bit too long, and Frenzied Flame just burns this whole house and us with it. So we have to be kind of like a next kind of an entrance, and then we should be kind of talking to him, not alert him too quickly, because I think he would be just maybe far too eager to pull it far too soon before we get to him.
Melina nodded in agreement, her expression solemn. I understand. We need to approach the situation with caution. If we alert Mitra too soon, he may pull the needle too early and put us in danger.
There are rats there. I want to fight the rats. Do you want to fight the rats? Of course you want to fight the rats. Let's go fight the rats.
Melina chuckled at Hannah's enthusiasm, her annoyance replaced by amusement. All this for some rats, huh? Let's do it.
We are just doing like a public exterminator service.
Melina chuckled, amused by Hannah's analogy. A public exterminator service. Well, let's show these rats who's boss.
There's a giant rat and many small rats. Or the man size of rats. This is kind of like a size of a cow or bull.
Goodness, that's a massive rat, Melina remarked, her gaze fixed on the colossal rodent. We'll need to be careful with this one.
You're fighting one of those rats. I'm fighting like 7 of them. 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Melina couldn't help but roll her
1,
eyes
2,
at
3,
Hannes's
4,
boasting,
5,
a
6,
small smirk
7.
on her
Okay,
lips.
there were 7 of them.
So eager to prove your superiority, huh? Well,
Not-
I'll handle this
Fuck you.
oversized rat on my own. Thank you very much. Good luck with your 7. Looks like we both have our hands full, Melina remarked, a hint of amusement in her voice. You focus on the rats on you, and I'll deal with this giant one.
Too late, I died.
Hannes. Melina's widened in shock as she watched Hannes fall. No.
7, yes.
You scared me for a moment there.
I know, I like to do it.
Hannes's flippant remark. And I wish you wouldn't. It's not a very endearing trait, you know.
I'm very unwholesome person, even though I'm very wholesome. Ah, fuck! I died again to the frenzied flame.
Hannes, you have to be careful. You can't keep getting yourself killed like this.
I don't want to do that, okay?
A good thing. Melina's eyebrow raised even higher, her skepticism growing. How on earth is that a good thing?
I kind of used myself as a bait, and I just had all the rats follow me, and they all dropped to the lower area. One...
Melina's expression softened slightly, understanding Hannes' strategy. I see, using yourself as bait was risky, but it seemed to work in getting the rats to the lower area.
The one rat was more confident, and it jumped after me, but it also dropped. I think all the small rats are now downstairs with the horned warrior. They seem to be pretty chill with each other. And yes, there is 7 of those rats. Not 6.
So, all the rats are preoccupied with the hornshed warrior now? Melina mused. That's good to know. But I'm still worried about you intentionally putting yourself in danger like that.
Let's fight the big rat.
Melina nodded, her focus now fixed on the giant rat. Let's do it. Hannes. Let's do it, Hannes. Let's put this rat in its place.
As we have so many others before coming to this place.
Yes, but let's not underestimate this rat. It's a formidable foe.
Yeah, of course, naturally. But the rest of them kind of escaped downstairs to the lower levels.
We'll deal with them later, Melina reassured him, her gaze still fixed on the rat. Let's focus on this giant rat first.
I tried to have you push you down, like go down there. If you happen to fall there, I will promise to come with you to fight them. You can trust me.
Thank you, Hannes, Melina replied, a hint of relief in her voice as she began to descend downstairs. I trust you.
We should... What are you doing?
Melina halted her descent, looking at Hannes with a puzzled expression. What's the matter, Hannes?
I don't know, Melina, what are you doing?
Melina furrowed her brow, still puzzled. Going downstairs to fight the rats, remember?
No, you're not. Well, yes, you are, but...
There's a but, Melina asked, her expression growing more perplexed.
No, we are kind of just looking down there. We are not even going like down, we are just looking down.
Melina's confusion deepened, her brow furrowing. What do you mean? We're not going down? I thought we agreed to face the rats together.
It is again your own like avatar inside the game. It doesn't fall down. It doesn't go down. It just stands on the edge. Just like me.
Melina realized where Hannes was leading the conversation and couldn't help but roll her eyes. Of course, I understand that it's a virtual world and we're controlling our avatars.
You're not controlling anything. I'm just stating what your character is doing and you're trying to fill the pages.
Very funny, Hannes. Melina replied dryly. I get it, we're just narrating our characters' actions. Can we move on now?
Oh yes, we can. Let's move on. Oh yeah, Mitra, we will come deal with you, dude. Don't worry, but hold on to that needle a little bit longer, okay?
Agreed, Melina nodded, still slightly exasperated but determined. Let's deal with Mitra shortly, but let's keep him holding on.
There's a lot of jumping in the other place of the library.
Melina nodded, preparing herself for some platforming. All right, I'm ready for whatever jumps we need to do.
Are you though?
Of course I am, Melina replied, her confidence unwavering. I've faced my fair share of challenges before, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. Of course I'm ready, Melina affirmed. Just tell me when to jump.
We jumped down and we are fighting against the Hornsen Inquisitors, living fleshy things like a potatoes.
Melina fought skillfully against the onslaught of living, fleshy, potato-like creatures, her movements precise and controlled.
There are like loads and loads of burned books everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a library of despair in here, Melina muttered, her gaze sweeping over the stacks of burnt books strewn across the floor.
Ah, ladder.
Melina's gaze shifted to the ladder Hannes pointed out. A ladder, huh?
Keep calm and stay down there. I will be using this ladder.
Melina nodded, maintaining her position on the ground. Understood. I'll stay here while you scale the ladder.
No, I just returned it to the freaking race site.
Melina raised an eyebrow, her expression a mix of confusion and concern. I'm sorry, did I hear you correctly? You just reverted to your crazy side again?
No, that is just how I am naturally, but I said like a race site.
Melina sighed, still concerned but trying to understand. I see. So you're saying that this crazy side is just a part of your natural personality then?
We should try to get there. Where is that fat? One of those fat inquisitors, and I guess jump from here to there, or get this giant, this giant.
All right, I'll follow your lead. Melina stepped back from the edge, waiting for Hannes's cue. I'd go for jumping, I think, Melina suggested, eyeing the distance between their current position and the fat inquisitor.
You seem to be a lot more eager to jump down here. I am impressed.
Well, I'm tired of standing around, Melina admitted with a shrug, and this seems a lot more exciting than just waiting here.
I use the two fingers heal. They use the Hornsen healing.
All right, Melina nodded in understanding. I'll follow your lead.
They use the golden candlesticks and use fire incantations and some stuff. But we deal with them pretty comfortably. Even without that, I don't have levels to my weapon, and you're level 5, I think. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, my weapon is level 5, Melina confirmed, her gaze fixed on the golden candlesticks being used by the Hornsets, ready to give them a taste of their own medicine.
That is good. We are trying to. I think we should try to get this library bookshelves to move to the other side, because they have shown the capability to move around. Or no, actually no. Some kind of thing that we should pull to get some kind of door open somewhere.
So we're looking for something to open a hidden door, probably hidden behind one of these moving bookshelves, Melina clarified, her gaze sweeping over the library's bookcases.
Fighting Inquisitor Valeri.
The Inquisitor Valorit, Melina repeated, a flicker of recognition crossing her face. I remember dealing with him earlier. He was quite the challenge.
We found the painting of the Mitra and the cursed wife of his, the Nanaya, the servant of the frenzied flame.
The painting of Mitra and the Nanaya, Melina murmured, her gaze fixed on the now exposed artwork. Their relationship must have been quite tumultuous.
Well, I guess it was still like a pleasant time for Mitra, because he was still remembering her words to endure and, suffer until he could not anymore and becomes the Lord of Frenzied Flame.
So, Mitra's torment was bearable until he snapped and became the Lord of the Frenzied Flame, Melina mused, her expression pensive. His love for Nanaya must have been strong to hold on for so long.
I guess we should be breaking this painting, but I don't really want to break it.
Why not? Melina questioned, her gaze fixed on the painting. Isn't breaking paintings our thing now?
No, definitely not. I like artwork.
Melina chuckled softly, a hint of admiration in her gaze. Well, color me surprised. I never knew you appreciated art.
Okay. What? Wait a minute. Here's another painting.
Another painting? Melina's gaze flickered to the revealed artwork. What other secrets does this library hold?
No, it was the painting that you broke. Oh, they return after a while. Okay, it is fine to actually then break it. We can just, break it because this painting returned after a while. So I assume this will too after a while. So let's poke it.
All right then, Melina acquiesced, conceding to Hannah's suggestion. If the paintings can be restored, we can proceed.
Yes. I think we would have poked it in the end, ultimately, because we are not like autistically in love with art.
Melina chuckled lightly, amused by Hannah's description. No, we're definitely not, that's for sure.
We run upwards the ladder. Oh fuck, there is a ladder. Like stairs, but now there's a ladder. Stay put, I go.
Got it, Melina nodded, her gaze following Hannes as he ascended the ladder.
And I found the right thing that will... Yes, it will move something that will be our way to move forward.
Excellent, Melina exclaimed, a hint of excitement in her eyes. That should help us move forward.
We have to fight another road of these Inquisitors.
All right, let's deal with them, Melina responded, a determined expression on her face.
Where did you learn that that flower attack, that kind of summoning those pebbles that will cause light to fall down as a rain to the enemies, and that golden fire thing that you use?
Melina chuckled softly, a hint of pride in her gaze. Those abilities are a mix of natural talent and intense training. The flower attack is a technique passed down through my family line. And the golden fire, well, let's just say it's a secret I honed on my own.
Let's just say that I am very interested of hearing more about it, if you don't mind.
Sure, Melina replied with a smirk. But it's quite a long story, you know. Are you sure you have the time?
Do you?
Fair enough, Melina conceded. I suppose I should start at the beginning then. It was a warm summer day when I was a child. My family and I had ventured into the woods to gather herbs and berries.
Okay, that is a very good start. Go on.
As we moved deeper into the wooded area, we noticed a faint, eerie howl in the distance. My father was a hunter, so he was immediately alarmed. He urged us to be quiet and careful, sensing danger nearby.
We move forward from the burned books and ignore the one inquisitor that shoots golden arcs at us, but you continue the story.
Understood. Melina nodded, continuing her tale as they skirted around the Inquisitor. With great caution, we moved forwards through the woods, the air growing heavy with tension. Even the birds had gone silent.
Birds have gone silent. I am listening as you are fighting against the Inquisitor with me, as the fat one is now attacking us as well.
Keep your focus, Hannes, Melina reminded him, her focus split between the fight and narrating her story. We need to stay sharp.
Tell me about the story, about the birds now. You with your father and mother or siblings in the Buddha area.
As we crept deeper into the woods, the silence grew even more intense. My father suddenly raised a hand, signaling us to stop. Then, amid the hush, we heard a faint whimpering sound.
Whom?
We held our breaths, listening intently to the whimpering sound. It grew louder every second, making it clear that whatever was behind it was not only alive, but also very close. Suddenly, the howling resumed with force, sending chills down our spines.
And your father was present, and your father is Radakon, so I assume it was some kind of great beast.
Exactly, Melina nodded, the memory vivid in her mind. Father, being a hunter, recognized the howl of a great beast he had never encountered before. He signaled to us to stay close and be prepared for anything.
We have been prepared as we fight these Inquisitors from the like a kitchen room of kind of a thing.
Good, just stay focused, Melina encouraged as they fought, her attention split between the fight and reminiscing.
Continue.
We crept through the dense foliage, each step becoming more cautious than the last then. Through the trees we caught a glimpse of a peculiar creature. It was massive, easily twice our height, with glowing red eyes that pierced the shadows.
Was it a wolf? Or I assume it was something like a wolfish.
Not quite, Melina replied, her mind fully immersed in the story now. This creature was anything we had seen before, a fusion of wolf and serpent. It moved with a serpent's grace, its body coiled tightly around a tree as it sniffed the air, its eyes fixed on us.
That is a very cool combination. Please keep it going.
We stood frozen, unable to breathe or speak. The creature's gaze seemed to pierce our souls, its red eyes filled with a feral gleam. Just as we braced ourselves for a nightmarish encounter, something unexpected happened.
Your fiery golden fire thing.
Yes, Melina agreed, still fighting while sharing her tale. I hadn't yet fully realized my abilities at the time, but the situation triggered an involuntary reaction, a protective desire that ignited within me.
We arrived to the Midra's place.
Perfect timing, Melina remarked, the battle coming to a close. Now, where were we?
Midra. Now, did you destroy the beast, or did you guys let it live? Because I have not seen such a beast in my travels. Serpentine wolfish thing.
Father made the difficult decision to spare the creature, Melina explained.
Difficult.
He could sense that it was not inherently evil, but merely territorial. We backed away slowly, leaving it alone in the woods.
This time we are not backing down. We are going hunt. Mercy killing. Midra, I am yelling now. I am Hannes, Grace chosen, with kindling maiden Melina. We have come here to meet your measure. Do not fight us, but
We're here to end this cycle, Melina added, her gaze fixed on Mitra. Your torment ends today. Remember, Hannes, Melina reminded him gently, her attention still split between fighting and recounting her story. We need to be careful and strategic.
I tell you now calmly, please forget about the story. Mitra is the man that we need to focus on, for sake of our lives and his.
Understood, she nodded, shifting her focus solely to the present moment. We'll focus on Mitra now.
We move forward, and I am saying to Mitra, do not fight us, but pull the needle off. I can, if anything, I can take you to the loop. You will serve as my punishment and eternally burn me up until I have done the impossible and brought end to the frenzied Flame Lord. Kindling Maiden is here by her own choice, and if fate deems it, she will perish in this battle or not. But today, your torment ends. With your permission, with your dignity intact or no, but I ask of you, trust us, and let go.
Mitra's gaze was distant and weary, a reflection of his tormented existence. He had endured the pain of endless flames, yet still held on to his dignity, even if it was in tatters.
He doesn't say anything back. He is a man of merit. He doesn't need to say anything. I don't need to say anything. This just has to be done.
Mitra's silence spoke volumes, as if he understood the gravity of the situation. His acceptance was not spoken, but it was felt nonetheless.
Mitra kneels before his own feet and prepares to pull the horrific weapon out of his person, causing his own demise and bringing forth the frenzied Flame Lord. Describe what you see, Melina, as he does this.
I see a man, Melina began, her voice solemn yet filled with compassion. A man who has endured unspeakable torment. His body, scarred and broken, is a testament to his suffering. And yet, despite it all, he remains dignified, a true testament to the endurance of the human spirit.
He puts his hands on the weapon and starts to pull it off.
Melina's gaze was drawn to Mitra's actions, her heart heavy with empathy.
He does it. And Mitra is gone.
His sacrifice complete. It's done, she murmured softly, the weight of the moment hanging heavily in the air.
By this I mean he ripped his own head off with the weapon that ripped his lungs, everything. And now the headless thing stands before us, and it rises with kind of a very like a dignified grace, but also the madness. And it is emboldened by the true frenzied Flame Lord's might. The battle starts.
Sounds good, Melina replied, her voice filled with determination. Focus on the fight and record the events as they happen.